Okay, day 106, and we're off to a flying start already, raging start. 2 a.m. this morning, a whole bunch of new emails dropped between Huma and Hillary. And this was the one that generated the most fireworks here, this September 2nd email of 2011 between Justin Cooper, what I call the Bill's old technical administrator, and then to Brian Pagliano. So you can see the changing of the guard here between who I say is one of the key FBI informants to Brian Pagliano, the guy who didn't decide to go in front of Congress and was in contempt of Congress with his testimony. But he here is asking how to erase the BlackBerry. So this was an interesting email here, which was to delete anything with Hillary's old domain, which is HR15, and then the new email, which is HDR22. So this is, and it uses the word wiped, W-I-P-P-E-D. Presumably, Justin knows how to spell the word wiped, but he did that so that people wouldn't find the word wipe or wiped with one P deliberately. So that was the kind of the fireworks this morning. The other one was from Senator Johnson asking for all these texts since Andy has departed, Andrew McCabe, from January 1st through the present. And this is going to be interesting because it's going to ask for Gian Cones. I believe that's the person that Andy ousted. Ribicki, who is Comey's chief of staff, is going to be interesting. As I've mentioned before down here, Strokes and Page, obviously named in my lawsuit. Priestap is going to be interesting because I believe he is on this Peter Strokes shared Dropbox. And then James Baker, the guy who prepared all these other, prepared all the FISAs, is going to be interesting. So that's coming, hopefully, some new source of evidence there. And then 9/11, put all these in one big PDF, all the Hillary emails in one big PDF. I was later told that that's not cool. I should always point to the original source documents. That's how internet spoofs are created. I didn't know that, so anyway, I was just trying to be helpful and help searchers rather than having to click on all the email. So no ill intent there at all, not trying to do anything. We looked at some stuff here. 9/11 said that there may be a new email gateway. Any of these might be a source of emails going off the State Department shared server or off the BlackBerry private network that they've got going. So it turned out to be another person's private email gateway. But just, again, looking for evidence, someone on the Reddit had thought that this BlackBerry net was a new domain. It turns out that's added by AT&T. I didn't know that AT&T automatically added a domain for your emails, so that's something I learned. Someone else, I think 9/11 also said there was this weird kind of thing in her PDF which looks like Unicode potentially, or some kind of machine code. So that's generated a little bit of interest and humor on the net about what language that might have been. And then finally, I did get the search and seizure warrant for Huma and Hillary's, Huma's server with Anthony Weiner, that 21-page document. And it is interesting that Andy did wait from September the 28th to the 22nd or so of October to ask for the search warrant, and then they seized it after the election. So he knew that he had until after the November 8th to seize the device. So that was interesting. So interesting in total is in waiting for the memo, my intent was to go out and work another thing rather than just sit on my hands and wait. And so that was the intent here. Again, sorry if I put out the PDF, and that's not a good thing to do, but no ill intent there. I did try to see if there was new domains or new email gateways being used to see if there was additional things I could grab for the lawsuit. I'm going to probably do the Huma today if we get the memo, the 4-page memo, in order to get that in motion, because this is just, if the FBI thinks that there's probable cause, then I don't really need to prove probable cause in my case. I can just say it's clear here that the FBI feels that way as well.